Welcome back, Pero Kama Podcast family, to another episode. In this episode, you see the title, Book Talk. Just topics. Nothing within the book community this time around, just but things that we have noticed within books that we want to discuss with y'all. So,
Yes.
if you're interested, go ahead and stick around. All right, so first topic on the agenda, divine intervention with books. Liz and I was talking about that. How did we even get into that?
I don't remember what book it was, but I had called you and I was like, do you ever feel like you stumble on a book and it just like it falls into place with something you're going through or you're,
Yeah.
thinking about or need help with, and that book helps with that. So it's kind of like little gems that are left for us when like
And it doesn't have to be something that helps you through a time either. It could just be you're going through a hard time and you needed something to
comforting.
take your mind away from it. Like that's how I feel about the AI Who Loved Me. That book came to me in a dark time and it hit the spot. And I will forever be grateful to that book because it was still a great read.
Yeah, that book was a good read. And yeah, it doesn't have to be as dramatic as like helping you through
Yeah.
something. Just like something you just needed for whatever reason. For
Yes.
whatever reason, like you read the book and the story gave you clarity on something, or it just made you feel good in a moment that you needed to feel
Yeah.
good. Do you have, besides the AI Who Loved Me, do you have any books that have done that for you?
Sweet St. Louis by Omar Tyree. And you know, that's one of my favorite books of all time. I read that book at least once a year.
I know that this is gonna sound, but Twilight did that for me.
Really?
And not because it brought any special message or anything like
Mhm.
that, but it can't, like, it was given to me to read, and the thing is that somebody had asked me to read it a little bit before this
Mhm.
time, and I was like, I'm not going to read that teenage vampire shit.
Yeah.
And my niece was like, ah, Titi. And I'm like, girl, no. I go to work like 2 weeks later, and my manager, who was older than me, plops the first two books on my desk. But
Ooh.
it was during a time that I was going through a lot, and
Mhm.
it just took my mind off of it all.
Yeah.
Like, and it sucked me in so much that I was able to do that. So, um, I felt like that was a divine intervention kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like just a
Yeah.
feel good book for whatever reason. Like maybe you're on a hamster wheel going through stuff, and then all of a sudden you decide to pick up a book. That's divine intervention to me. Like
Yes.
something you normally wouldn't read too. That's extra divine intervention.
Yeah. Yeah. That's recently I read Project Hail Mary. That was divine intervention because I didn't even know there was a movie coming out about it. I was just like, well, all right, let's see. Ate that book up. That's one of
Yeah.
my top 10 books of this year.
Yeah. I it, even, and not just the book, but sometimes just the character in the book. Like you connect with them,
It
and
gives
then
you the feeling,
yes,
especially when you can identify with the character.
definitely. Or like they go through something similar now, something kind of similar, because a lot of the books we read, like, ain't no way
Right.
my problem is gonna
Right.
be like which Faye to pick from.
Right.
But
Which is why I love Sweet St. Louis because I felt like when I got that book, I was like 22, 23. The character was 24, Sharon, and she was at a point in her life, in her dating life, where she was just like, I'm done. I'm done trying to be the best woman that everybody raised me to be to get a man. This is me. Either you like me or you don't. And so when she started dating this guy who was a player, she was like, "Look, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I want. And if you can't meet that, then get out my face." And then for him, it kind of made him stand up and be like, "Oh, okay, well then maybe this could be something more." You know what I mean? Like I just felt like, and at that time I was like, guys are dumb. My
Mm.
heart's broken. So it really spoke to me. Like now as 40, I realize that's really just maturing. You realizing I'm not about to, but at that time I needed that. I was very much I just want to make you happy while I'm miserable. That was stupid.
Oh, we were raised that way.
Yeah. So really, really good book. You gonna
Yeah,
read it, Liz?
maybe.
Okay.
She always does this to me, y'all. She always does this to me. I have to say maybe now because, but yeah, and even just like, what about like
I
a
have one
book?
for you.
Ah,
I have one for you. I have
okay.
two for you.
Oh,
Two books that I recommended to Liz that was divine intervention. You ready? The
uh-oh.
first one was My Dark Romeo
Oh.
because you needed that laugh.
I did.
You
I
enjoyed
did.
that.
I was going through it. I
Yeah.
was going through it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And the second book was Lessons from a Hidden Treasure.
Oh, I love that book.
You needed that laugh, but it also gave a really good love story as well.
Yes. And you could see it as divine intervention or whatever, but when you're how about the books that you're waiting in your pool of whatever you're going through,
Hmm.
and then you get a book and the character is going through something nowhere near what you're going through, and it just gives you the perspective like, okay, stop being a little bitch. Like, calm down. Like,
Like a book that Liz gave me, which was The Paper Magician, because I feel like Liz and I, by the time Liz and I met one another, 8, 9 years ago, has it been a decade? We're going on a
oh my
decade.
god, yeah, because we knew each other before I got married to JR.
Yeah. So almost a decade of friendship.
they
I know.
say they say after 7 years, that's it, it's for life.
So when Liz and I met one another, we realized that we both like to read. I feel like we both were at a place that we actually were readers, not just performative readers. And I say performative because some people read, but they don't really read. They just say they do.
Mm-hmm.
So we knew what we liked and what we didn't like. So for Liz to give me The Paper Magician, because I was like, it's not no book I would read, but Liz says she likes it. I ate the series up. I came in every day talking to her. So is she gonna like? That was a really good book, really good series.
Yeah,
I loved it.
it was such a wholesome read too.
Yeah. Oh, and so was Jared's book too.
Yes, that was the book you recommended to me. But for instance, there was one you recommended to me, and I think it was it the Ever King? No, that was Malicia.
Yeah.
Good
Mm-hmm.
looking out on that, Malicia. Good looking out. But it wasn't that. Was it that one? I think it was Ever King.
That you were
And
eating.
and things just kept happening to her, and she just kept chugging along, and
Yeah.
and that came to me at a time where I was just like, I am so tired of this bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm about to just write everything off and go start something else. And I read that and I was like, okay, I'm going to stick to it.
Yeah.
And it ended up being great. So, yeah, I believe in divine intervention when it comes to books and stories and characters.
Yeah.
Um, Sometimes it's not just because you thought the cover was cute that you picked up that book.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're being guided to that book
I agree.
for a special message, whether it's how a character handles something, the story itself,
Mm-hmm.
or just to point out that you're just as big of a brat as the main character is, which was my case in one of the books. But yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so we have that. And then that led us into another discussion, which was when you read a book and they incorrectly write a phrase
Oh.
in the book.
Mm.
Let me give you an example. Hills. Liz read that recently and she was like, wait, English is not my first language. I thought it was head over heels.
Yeah, and it's heads. It was heads over heels. So either you got more than one head. It just doesn't make sense.
Right.
But anyways, there's quite a few.
Yeah. That be writing phrases and I'll be like, that's not how you say that.
Or just like using the wrong word. Like where, like that kind
Yeah.
of that does kind of bother me in books. Like I know I'm a dummy reader. Like I'm not going to sit
Me
here and
too.
get mad because somebody has a cell phone in 1976.
Side note, a dummy reader is someone that just enjoys the book and doesn't pick up on the book until like the end and be like, oh,
Oh,
but
I
we're there for the story. We're along for
yeah.
the ride. We don't want to try to figure it out. Unless like a mystery thriller, then at that point, yes, your mind's working overtime. But if you're just reading a regular, any other type of book, you're along for the story.
Yeah, like as a dummy reader, you're not sitting there fact checking if
Right.
this group was around during 1890. Like you could care less. You're just there for the story.
Right.
Like it has nothing to do with your intelligence or anything like that. So calm down, guys. We're not saying.
Right. Right.
You just enjoy the story like for what it is. You're
Yes.
not breaking it, analyzing it, breaking it down. So yeah, and being that English was not my first language, some of those things like it made sense for me for it to be
Mhm.
head over heels. Like that made sense. Like yeah, I grew up speaking Spanish, but
Right.
now head over hills, that that and that was on a description of the book. So this
Yeah.
is what
Hills. HILLS.
people are reading this to try to get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just one example only because we recently talked about it. But I've read multiple, and I'm like, that no,
Mhm,
incorrect.
mhm.
And like you said, it kind of can take you out of the story because I'm reading it and I'm like,
Yes.
what just happened?
Yeah, you have to go back. Like you're like flowing. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Right,
What? So
right.
then.
And like Liz says, for her, Spanish is her first language. For me, I can understand that because there are a lot of things that Jamaican people say that I was unaware
Well, let's not
I
do
was
this.
saying incorrectly.
My mother.
Let's start with
Ugh.
avocado.
Mm.
I was unaware that it was called an avocado until I was like 21. In Jamaica, we call it pear.
No.
Now, I understand that Americans have pears, but in Jamaica, we do the difference. They'll say an American apple to tell the because our apples in Jamaica are different from what Americans eat in as apples. As a matter of fact, what we eat in Jamaica as an apple is literally looks more like a pear, like an American pear. But that's how we tell the difference. Yeah. So we'll say if you're buying something, you'll be like, send me an apple. Or if you want to be specific, because they're gonna give you a Jamaican apple, you say, send me an American apple. So like for
Ah.
me growing up, pear is how I knew it. That's called pear. Who is this? And why are you calling me? Okay. Um, so it's called a pear. And then I went to Atlanta and I was in the store with my ex-boyfriend's mother, and she was like, Collette, give me an avocado. Lady, a what? What is that? Never heard of it. Girl, you don't know what an avocado is? No. The hell is that? And then she pulled up an avocado. I said, oh, a pear. She said, no, this is a pear. Yeah, that's an American pear. This is a pear.
For me, my whole life, a t-shirt in Spanish was a pullover. A pullover. So I'm married JR and I'm like, oh, da, 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 and talking to him in Spanish. And I was like, tu pullover está por allá. And he was like, my what? And I was like, tu pullover está por allá. And he's like, what? It wasn't until this day, probably about 7 years ago, that I realized my mother was just saying pullover in Spanish. Okay? Un pullover. My whole life, I thought that's how you really said just a regular t-shirt. Like, I know camisa is another way to say t-shirt, but pullover was how we said it in our house.
Man, that's like me learning Spanish because I'm now doing Duolingo. And I
I'm getting
called
ready
Liz
for
and I
that
said,
one now.
Liz, how do you say excuse me? And she said it, and I said, Dog, this whole time, all 40 years of my life, I have been saying excuse me. And I just knew.
I
I
thought
was
you were just being funny.
I knew I was speaking Spanish. I knowed it. I knowed it in my soul. Excuse me was Spanish for excuse me.
And if
Okay?
anything, you sound more French than you do Spanish.
Listen, Liz said it, and I said, huh, they told her the same thing. I didn't know that. And Liz was like, I thought you were being funny. Nah, bitch. I was speaking Spanish in my mind. So yeah.
Another one for me is bistec, which is beefsteak. Beefsteak? 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 Beefsteak. It's steak. Mm-hmm.
You know what I learned yesterday in Duolingo? Carne.
Carne.
Mm-hmm. What does that mean?
Meat.
You know what I thought it meant?
Please let me know.
I knew that was steak.
Good. No, yeah.
I was unaware. No, but steak is a meat. I
Yes.
thought it meant steak specifically.
I think it's beef. I say carne for everything. So, but beef. And
So
then
what is
puerco and
asada?
cerdo, that's
Carne
pork.
asada. What's that?
Um, Steak asada.
Is asada like a
Grilled
type of
meat,
where you
grilled meat, grilled
oh,
meat. No,
okay.
that's a la parrilla. Spanish
See,
lesson.
so this is how it messes us up reading books because for people like us that speak different languages, please use the proper words to help me out. Help us both out.
Carne asada, roasted meat.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you have it.
Yep, 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 yep. Mm-hmm.
And then the final topic we want to talk about is Cawpile. Cawpile. It's on the screen.
Educate us, Collette.
So I was watching BookTube the other day, and somebody was like, "Yeah, I use Cawpile to rate my books." And I said, "Shawty, what's that?" I had never heard of it. And they were like, "It's the perfect way to rate your books." So I Googled it. Cawpile. Characters, atmosphere, writing, plot, intrigue, logic, and enjoyment. So it's a book rating system. I had to Google it, y'all. It's a book rating system that evaluates 7 key aspects of a book to provide a comprehensive understanding and its strengths and weaknesses. So basically, you convert the way you rate each, what is that, aspect?
Uh-huh.
And then once you get your final score, you divide it by 7. So you rate everything between 1 and 10.
Okay.
So, for instance, your characters in the book, your focal characters, your main characters, 1 through 10. And then you have your atmosphere, which is, the world and all of that, 1 through 10, and so on and so forth. And then you divide that by 7, and that should give you a star rating between 1 and 5 in your star rating thing. And I was like, people do that? Because I just based off of how I feel. I didn't know there was an actual
I didn't either.
rating system.
That
And then it makes me feel like, have I been rating my books incorrectly? No.
I'm gonna stand on no because I don't want to feel like I'm in school and having to do averages to rate a book.
Right. Right.
But I get it. I
Yeah.
get that it helps people. I'm just more of a sit with my emotions at the end of the book and rate
Yep.
it.
It says some people say it's more concrete and logical than traditional star ratings and can help readers think more critically. I don't want to.
No, I'm rating it what it felt like to me. I don't want to rate it according to somebody else's criteria.
Right.
Now you asked me, did you like the characters? That's a hard question too. Because I loved me some Rowan, could not stand Adian.
So here's the thing.
So do we do
Let
averages
me
for
use an
characters?
example.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you see that? That's Sarah J. Maas' book. What's that book called? A House of Flame and Shadow.
Bitch.
That was like 3.5 stars for me. Why?
Took me a
First of all, it was on almost 1,000 pages. It didn't need to be that long.
at
Points
all.
deducted. And then you had a lot of side characters that
With
had
a lot
nothing to do
going
with
on.
the central plot.
Yes, they had a lot going on that led to nothing.
And then it's like, oh, you're using that to build other books, but you could have just came out with those other books. Because I liked the brother in the beginning. By the
Yes,
time I got to
Ethan.
book 3, I didn't care anymore. So now if you do give him a book, I don't care because you've irritated me.
Yeah, you overplayed it too
Yeah.
soon.
So I guess, what is that? Atmosphere. Atmosphere was fine. Characters trash because I hated Bryce. And then
Hunt was annoying too.
what's his name? You know what? Let's do Cawpile for that. Characters.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
Characters for House of Flame and Shadow.
The
And
only
let's see if my 3.5 stands.
Let's see. Go ahead. What do you rate your characters?
Characters. I'm gonna do it for myself and for Liz. I have to write it down, y'all. Hold please. All right, let's go. Characters.
And let me pull up what I rated. That stupid ass book that took me a year and a half to finish.
Characters. The best character was, what's her name?
Lydia.
Lydia. Her character arc, by the way, top tier. Because Bryce, I don't know what happened. But overall, if I'm thinking about all the characters in the books, in this book, overall, out of 10, I'd give it a 5. So I'm gonna go with 5.
And that's only because Lydia brings it to a 5. Because if
Literally.
not, it'd be lower than that. I agree with that.
So
I agree with that. Yeah.
okay. Next up is what? Atmosphere.
Chaotic.
Huh?
And there were so many different
Yeah, Atmosphere was, I'd give that a 5 too. I feel like the world could have been better, but we still didn't get a lot of the world.
at all. We got some of a lot of different worlds. Like for instance, we got some of Akatar at the
Mm-hmm.
beginning. That's a little bit of that world.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Then they
I
went to Avalon, which was a whole island off by itself, which was separate from where the central book
and
was.
then we're in the ocean.
Yes.
And then we're in the marshes.
Yes.
And then we're back in the city.
You know what? Now it drops down to a 4 because you're reminding me. 4 for me.
Then we're in the Viper's Den. And the
Yeah.
thing is that we're not just saying places that are in the book. These are places where major things happen. This
Yes.
book had a lot of, I think that if she would
There
have
was
just,
a
for
lot going
instance,
on.
if she would have just left Ethan as like, oh, he's not here because he's handling some things, and then we would have
Right.
got a book for Ethan, we would have been more inclined to read it. But she started like weighing down the book with what Ethan was doing and
Right.
what the stupid merman guy was doing. He
Oh my
gets on
God, he was an
my nerves.
idiot.
Instead of just focusing on the main plot of the book,
Mm-hmm.
there was like the main plot was watered down with a whole bunch of other plots that didn't need to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
So the atmosphere, to me, I'm with you.
4.
Yeah.
Okay. Writing. The writing is fine. I've never really had issues with her writing.
Yeah, no. If we take out the emotional stuff from the atmosphere characters.
Yes, the writing itself.
Obviously, it's good if we are so emotional about how
Right,
much of a brat Bryce
right.
is and all. Yeah. So yeah.
So,
Good. 8.
yep, I was just thinking that 8
Okay.
for the both of us. Okay, plot 2.
I was gonna use your word trash.
2. I'm going with 2
I
because you. Okay,
Yeah.
because
I mean, you don't gotta talk
I
me
feel like
into
there was
it.
no reason for you to bring in Akatar for you to underutilize it the way you did. It was underutilized.
And we're not saying that we wanted the whole book to be Akatar.
But Akatar was really her biggest
She
series.
could have done
So
all of that in the Akatar world without the characters.
exactly that. But also Akatar was her biggest series. So for you to have Reese
To
be
you,
like,
to you,
no numbers.
I don't agree with them.
Yes, I know. I know Throne of Glass is your favorite series, but numbers say Akatar
Yeah.
is your biggest
That's
series.
because these kids don't know what they're reading.
You know what? But I'll give you that. Because when I read Throne of Glass, I was like, all right, I see why Liz enjoys this series. I see it. Okay, let's go with intrigue.
I think the only reason there was intrigue was because I liked the first two books. But it
Yeah,
did not hold my intrigue. Like,
that
it
is.
did not hold me enough to want to push through and finish it. If you remember, the only reason I finished it was because I had to for one of our TBR prom jar things.
Hmm. So, what do you rate it?
One.
Okay. I'm going to give intrigue a 3. Logic.
There was none.
I was going to say 1.
There was none.
So, 1?
Let's give it a 2 for Lydia.
Yeah, Liz gives
The
it a.
only logical one in the book.
Seriously? And
Oh,
then the final one is enjoyment. I didn't enjoy it.
me neither.
I'm giving it. It wasn't a 2. I'd give it a 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say because of Lydia.
Okay, let's do the math here. Let's do Liz's numbers. 5 plus 4
I
plus
didn't even rate the book, so
2 plus
this will
1,
help me.
2 plus 3 is 25.
So 2.5.
Divided by 7 is a 3.5,
Oh,
right? 5 plus 4 plus 8 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3 is 26. Divided by 7 is a 3.7. I gave it a 3.5.
I didn't even rate it, so I guess I could add a
So,
3.5. Okay.
so it might be right.
Okay.
It
We can
might
do
be
another
right.
one. Let's do another one.
Right.
Let's do another one.
Right.
And
What's another
another
book that
one.
we read? What's a book that we both enjoyed?
We have My Dark Romeo, The AI Who Loved Me. We have The Night Circus. What's a
I didn't
recent
finish
one
the
that
night
we
circus.
Okay, let's do Annie Taylor.
Ooh. Okay.
Because that's recent. We both have read it recently, so it's not
And
like,
I gave 5 stars to the game you played.
yeah. So we'll do the game you played.
And what did you get rated?
Let me see. Right, quick.
You know what?
4 stars.
4 stars. All right.
Okay, so
Ready?
start.
Okay. The game you played. I rated it 5 stars. Liz rated it 4 stars. We're going down to Cawpile again. Characters. I'd give characters an 8.
Yeah. Yes. I agree with that. 8 for me.
Atmosphere. And just so you know, atmosphere is like I said, is like the setting of the book. So I like the atmosphere only because I would give that a 10 because I've never been to Australia. I felt like I could see
Yes.
Australia the way she described it,
Hmm.
if that makes sense.
I would say 8.
Okay. So 10 for me, 8 for Liz. Writing,
10.
10. Plot.
10.
Intrigue.
10.
Logic. 9 for me.
I would put 6, 7. No, let me stop. You don't know.
Don't.
Yeah.
Don't. Oh, jeez.
It's between a 7 and an 8 for me. Let's put 7.
7. Okay. And then enjoyment.
10.
10 for you. I'd also do a 9 for that one as well. Because I wanted the husband to die.
Yeah, that is true. Put it 9 for me. The ending, I got aggravated at the with like. Ugh,
I want the
why?
husband to die. All right, let's see. 8 plus 8 plus 30 plus 7 plus 9 is 62 for Liz, divided by 7. That's not right. Let's try that again. 8 plus 8 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. Yeah, that's right. Plus 7 plus 9 is 62 divided by 7. 8.8.
We're not doing it right.
I guess that's supposed to be like out of a 10-star rating, but we do 5 stars. So
So let's divide it by 5.
62 divided
Or
by.
no, we would have to bring down the ratings to 5.
Oh, that makes sense.
Let's bring the ratings down, which is easy. We just
Okay. So atmosphere is now a 5. Writing is a 5. Plot is a 5. Intrigue is a 5. Anything you rated 10, I'm just going to give a 5.
Yeah.
5, 5, 5. Okay, both of us said characters were 8. So that's what? I would say that's a 4.
Yeah. Because 5 would be 3.
So
loud.
That. And then logic, I said 9 and you said 7. So I'm going to say your 7 is a 3.5.
Yeah.
And mine would be a 4.5. And then we both said 9 for enjoyment. So 4.5, 4.5. All right, let's try this again. 4 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 3.5 plus 4.5 is 31 divided by 7. 4.42.
Okay.
You already did a 4.
Yeah.
And then mine, 4 plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 20. Plus 4.5 plus 4.5 is 33 divided by 7, 4.71, and I gave it 5 stars.
Okay.
It does work.
All right. So
there you have it.
We were. Remember, I take back what I said at the beginning. I take back. It wasn't even as hard as I thought it would be. I was like, who wants to do math to read a book? I actually, wow.
Yeah.
We learned something new every day.
Critically, yeah.
I like that.
Because we were able to discuss why we rated it the way we you know what?
Yeah.
Okay. Touche. Teach me something.
Yeah.
I still gave it a 5 because you were saying it's a 4.71, so technically I would have rated it like a 4.75, but 5.
What? But it's right though.
Yeah.
Because if you would take into account as much as you didn't like the husband.
Yeah.
Wow. So we learned something new, y'all. I take back anything negative that I said about not wanting to do this. I actually, wow, I'm impressed.
I think I might actually start doing this going forward.
Yeah. Very, very, very interesting. Wow. Who made this? Do we know? Shout out.
Yeah. Wow.
Did not.
I'm upset with myself for not knowing.
Me too. No, I'm like, I was over here like, who wants to do math?
Oh, girl, they have a whole thing here too. Convert to a star rating. So it says 0 to a 1.1 is no score. 1.1 to a 2.2 is a 1 star. Oh, I guess we could have went. This is why you're supposed to read everything.
It's okay. We both do the same thing.
So 7 to a 8.9 is a 4 star.
Somebody put, I started
Nine
using,
and I put a 4.5. I don't care because they said nine between 9 and a 10 is 5 stars. That makes sense though.
this Reddit user said, I started using Cawpile and now I'm second guessing every 5 star I ever gave.
You know what? It kind of makes sense though.
No, it does. It does. It does. Wow. Yeah.
Let me save this. Let me screenshot this so I have my star rating. I'm gonna send this to you, Liz, so you have it as well. I can't believe. Mm.
Wow.
All right, y'all. Well, we both learned something new today.
Yes.
Hopefully that helped you out as well. So if you're rating your books and you're trying to, because I know, for instance, my sister Malicia, she rates her books out of 10 stars because she's like 5 stars doesn't make sense to me. But if you're trying to figure it out in a 5 star rating system, if you're tracking your book on a tracker, everyone does 5 stars.
Yeah.
They're top. So that would definitely help you out. So hopefully this helps you out as well. But yeah, wow. I'm mad I didn't know. I'm mad I didn't know this. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. I'm thinking about it. I kind of want to go back through my books and re-rate them and see if it still holds.
I was thinking that, but my problem is me remembering everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moving forward, though.
You guys, thank you so much for watching. We really truly do appreciate you coming back and rocking with us. This is going on 2 years now.
I know, and you guys have been here. Thank you so much. We're so grateful for you guys.
Thank you so much. We really do appreciate you. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and we will see you in our next video, y'all. Bye.